YouTube, what it is, your boy Gettin, back at it with another video. Check me out, we trying to upgrade. Got a camera, got a background, you know, let's do this. Maybe in the future I'll have some more graphics and a little bit more bells and whistles, who knows. But anyway, let's talk about NBA 2K. There was a leak on NBA 2k21. So we're gonna dive into that in a second, but real quickly, I'm gonna give you my expectations of NBA 2k21. Before the encrypted messages that were sent out to the YouTubers and the influencers, I just had the hunch that NBA 2K My Park was going to be expanded greatly, and the cryptic messages basically proved that to be correct. My hunch was correct. It's going to be NBA 2K Streets, or NBA The Streets, for the My Player multiplayer modes. I believe my expectation is, instead of these different events that load up, it's going to be one huge city, and certain parts of your map is going to be open when certain events are going on. You could have simultaneous events, which maybe equals the same thing, like your bonuses are 2 times rep and you know, stuff like that, and clothes, or whatever the case is. Let's talk about gameplay. I'm expecting NBA 2k21 to follow in the footsteps of all their predecessors. NBA 2K devs have always tried to move towards more realistic, more in-depth gameplay. I'm hoping that stays true, but I'm also hoping and kind of expecting them to make a drastic change, a drastic leap into realistic basketball. If you look at Zion, maybe that could be a hint that that crossover to the middle of the court was, oh, you thought I was going to go baseline, but I went to the middle of the court. So it could be just that dribble moves are more a guessing game instead of a momentum-based game. NBA 2K is all momentum-based, all momentum spamming, and I think that needs to change. I think that positioning needs to be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements in the game. It's all about positioning. That's what real basketball is, and I'm hoping that it's that. Background, you see Zion. I'm gonna have some video playing of the trailer that was dropped. Everyone's seen it. Everybody went kind of crazy on it. I do believe that's real in-game graphics, running off of a PlayStation 5, and make no mistake, Xbox One Series X is going to look identical. It doesn't make business sense for it not to. I was expecting a bit more graphical details, I guess, but these games have to run on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, so it's not going to be a huge drastic change, but the lighting looks phenomenal. Let's see. Yeah, the lighting looks great. The sweaty Zion looks good too. The shadows look really good. The details look pretty good as well. Speaking of the details, the 2K devs have the nerve to make the rim, the net, polygons. I mean, that might seem like a small thing, but really they're saying, hey, we got so many polys to share that even our net has polygons, which is pretty insane. What I was expecting a little bit more though. I was expecting some muscle tensing. If you look at NBA players, when they're standing around, they don't look that muscular, but once they start moving and running and jumping and, you know, working, you see some NBA players who wasn't so ripped get super ripped. Like, I was expecting some muscle tensing within the graphic features. I wanted to see an upgrade in cloth physics. Maybe there's still time to implement that, but I was really expecting when Zion took off, his cloth physics was going to be rippling throughout his back, because that's where the air and the wind is taking it dynamically. That's what I was expecting. I'm not too sure that we're going to get into that, but I think I rambled long enough. Let's talk about the leak information that was given out maybe a couple days ago or a day ago. So I'll read some excerpts. So the first paragraph under "Welcome to the Next Generation" The reason why I think this is realistic, because it doesn't seem like any of this is far-fetched, right? It seems like this is directly in the path of where NBA 2K wanted to go. As you can see, just in previous games of the series, NBA 2K21 focuses on fostering realistic, comprehensive community to create astonishing product. The dev team worked extremely hard on revamping each and every aspect of the 2K experience. If you go back in time and look at NBA 2K14, their marketing, they completely revamped NBA 2K14 from 13. Completely revamped. They remade the game, it seemed. With next-gen consoles, these next-gen consoles are going to be beastly. It's unfortunate that these devs are focusing on 4K because that's where the market is, or that's where the market is telling them to make their game. Hey, focus on 4K because it's a marketing tool. It's a hot word, it's a buzzword. But really, 4K is kind of holding things back a bit. But these games, these systems are going to be beastly. Every game I expect to look good, even shitty ass Madden. You can hear that from me. The league. Also, they're saying that there's going to be 5 affiliations. People want affiliations. That's cool. I mean, it didn't really matter too much to me, but people want affiliations in NBA 2K, and it's good to see that that's making a return. It would seem like it would be making a return because that's what everybody wants. 2K drops the ball on that. That's 2K dropping the ball yet again. And Ronnie 2K went on Twitter and said there's no affiliations. I don't know why we ever listen to Ronnie. Ronnie always tells us one thing and then it happens to be another. Ronnie is just a PR guy. He's kind of like a troll, but not as bad as other troll PR marketing people. But anyway, what I liked in this leak is you could play as NCAA teams. I think there's 68 NCAA teams that's going to be in My Player. That's awesome. That's ridiculous. That's 2 games for 1 basically. Also, they said that you'll be making if you go to play now, you'll be able to play with NCAA teams, and not just NCAA teams, but WNBA teams as well. Plus a whole lot of other things that's in this article. Maybe I'll put a link in the description if you didn't see it yet. But hey, that's the video. NBA 2K21 is coming at us next gen. Maybe more videos in the future. Peace out. I'm out.